that's already 2 bags of shite. Yes, I know it still looks a mess, but I am getting there. The idea being is to create hand gestures, a workspace around Charlie again, so I can crack on with popping the front end off, popping the seals and bushes in. I say popping, they might be bastards, we don't know yet, but we shall see. Can only tell by starting the job. So yes, so I've just had a bit of a tidy up. All this shite here used to belong there, and I don't know, a lot of it's just crap that I need to get through, but you know what it's like, you start a job, you just get on with it. But yes, I just want to pull Charlie probably back a foot or so I can get around the front end with my fat ass, and then get on with taking the front end out, and then we can check the condition of the front wheel bearings, re-grease those if necessary. The bearings in the rear wheels actually look brand new, so I'm hoping they've done the fronts at some point as well. We'll soon tell if they are sparkly clean with no knottiness. There ain't no need to touch them, and then we can start plumbing in the braided lines and stuff on that, because I must remember to take get the other caliper done. The rear one is one of them is already up there, look, and golden and shiny. That's ready for its new seals and pistons. So yeah, that's where we're at basically. I'm just having a bit of a fluff about, and then you know, and a couple of hours fluff about leads to several hours at fixification. Nice. Come on now, little car, so I can come out of my junction. Hello. As you can see, the video that you're watching has more than likely been filmed. In fact, I know it's been filmed over several days outside in the shed, and I thought I'd do a little bit in the car, mainly because just now I've had a little parcel arrive from Germany, and you'll probably hear the odd rattle and knock because I've got coins and tins of sweets and stuff on the shelves, and it contains a new throttle tube and grips for the Aprilia, because the throttle tube on the Aprilia is all mashed up. You're outside of a village now, look, you can do more than 30 miles an hour. It's all mashed up, and where it holds the nipple of the cable, it's all chewed up, so when you're opening the throttle sometimes the nipple would turn and then slide in the throttle in the groove where it should sit, so you either didn't get any throttle or you got very little throttle. Fucking you stupid cunt. Jesus Christ, I tried somebody's just blocked the road in front of me. Fucking knobhead. Anyway, it's the same knobhead. I've just followed out the village. They've just completely blocked the junction. There's room for 2 or 3 cars on the junction. No, they decided to go across it and block it for everybody instead. But anyway, I'm getting off my drift. The box I've just had come is the throttle from Germany, and as it says, the original throttle tube, I'm not even sure whether it's original Aprilia. It looks very, very weak and sort of cheap Chinesey aftermarket. The plastic on it is almost see-through, and like I say, the nipple housing is it's all chewed up and what have you. So I've literally just took the others out of the box, and it's the original fitment Tomaselli ones, and they look brand new. I don't know what mileage this bike was when they broke it, but the throttle tube almost looks like it's got absolutely no wear on it. Amazing.
But the last few things I've had for the Aprilia from German breakers have been in such good condition. They're unbelievable. They're staggeringly better than any that I've had from a British breakers. I think I've only actually, I don't mind seeing an honest part when I'm looking at a sales listing on the bit. I don't mind seeing an honest listing where all the crap and all that lot is still on it. I don't mind that, but I'd like to see it as it came off the bike and as they've prepped it, you know, so you get a good honest idea of how the bike was used or something like that, and then how it was prepared. But every part I've had from Germany has been immaculate. It's been really, really good. So I'm dead happy, and it was only 20 quid for both the grips and the throttle tube. I was looking at some UK ones on breakers, and to be honest, they looked like they'd been pulled out of a mud pit. This is the thing with British breakers. You could argue that, well, they haven't got the time to clean them all. Well, they have, because the majority of stock sits on shelves for perhaps years. They've got time to clean and prep that part, make it more attractive to a buyer. But I think I've only ever had one or two parts over all my biking career from British breakers, because I never ever used to order from Europe, that looked good. But quite often if I buy a used part, it's from a private seller and they have cleaned it. But from a breaker, it's really rare to find a clean part. So I'm well happy. I shall put a photograph of these grips, and I can't see any wear on them at all. So it's, you know, it's good. But the handlebars on this Aprilia are not standard. They've tried to beef them out a bit. I've not looked at the switch gear too closely yet. I've had it apart to all the switches, but which is when I discovered that the throttle was a bit knackered. But they've put electrical insulating tape around the handlebar, I'm guessing to try and grip the switch gear. I don't know how the original switch gear fits, whether there's a notch in the original handlebars and a little peg fits in perhaps, I don't know. I'll have a look. When I take it apart, I will have a look. I'm not really interested in sourcing original bars, because you'll pay 100 quid even for a used one, and there's no need. But if the bar just needs beefing up a little bit, there's better ways to do it than bright blue electrical tape. You know, I've got some proper like amalgamated tape and stuff like that which can do it. So anyway, that's this bit of the video, and then the next bit I will be showing you the grips. I'll show you a photo of the grips, but I will show you the grips because I am going to be fitting them. It's getting a bit of a wet week though, so I don't know, Phyllis might have to come outside for a couple of days and the Pegaso go in, and then because I've got to get the front wheel off and get the tyre done. It can go for an MOT now I've got the throttle. It can go for an MOT now, because apart from age there's nothing illegal about the front tyre at all. The back one was on the wear markers, but that's done, and I probably won't touch the Aprilia until I've got a set of chain adjusters coming. I showed you the chain adjusters the other day, but what happens with the originals, they're two halves and it traps a nut in the two halves, just a standard nut, and the adjusters used to back out, and if they back out, they've only got to back out 4 or 5 mil, and the end cap can come loose. When it comes loose, it rotates. Unfortunately, on the sprocket side, when it rotates, it clashes with the sprocket, and I think that's happened on this other one, because a great big chunk of casting on the inside of the end plate has come off on one of them. But I've just put it back on for now. It adjusts the chain perfectly well, doesn't really affect the rideability of the bike. It's safe as far as they're here. So I'll probably fit those, for peace of mind, I'll probably fit them before taking it for an MOT, because if it passes the MOT, don't think there's any reason that I can think of why it would fail, but you never know. But when I take it to the MOT, I should probably, if the weather's alright, go out on a jolly on it and just get used to the bike. So yes, so that's it for this bit.
Yes! So here's another part of the video, filmed over another day. Anyway, rear caliper is back together. I'll put the piston back in. Nothing wrong with the rear caliper. I'm just giving it a bit of a clean. So it was, we're guessing, the hose that collapsed. The hose is on its way. Arriving today should be a belly pan as well. Nice. Now then, I wanted to show you the quality of the throttle grip that came. These came from a breaker in Germany who I think, hand gestures, oh, finger wag, I've used before for some bits for the Aprilia. They seem to be quite rife. Italy and Germany seem to be quite rife for Aprilia spares, which is always handy to know. I was always a bit dubious about ordering from Europe, but to be honest, these took less than a week to arrive, which I think is pretty good going. But look at the quality. That is lovely. And it's the original Tomaselli grips. Hardly anywhere at all. Slight evidence of some twistage on the throttle, which you expect, but they're absolutely beautiful. Compared to the one that's on the bike, that doesn't look like a standard grip to me, because these should have bar end weights. But that was the problem, look. The nipplage, the nipplage housing has fractured, it's been mullered. So when you were pulling the throttle, it was actually slipping, and it would let go of the nipple. So yeah, you can see the sort of state of it inside. Those washers are standard. They're completely standard, and they're on this one as well. So I'm going to go and fit this, because I've got the switch gear all split at the moment. So I'm going to go and fit this, and what I do is I just put some silicone grease around there just to give it a chance. You know, you can put WD-40 on and stuff like that, but WD-40 sometimes damages plastic and rubber. You've got to be careful. It's like you should never clean your fork stanchions with WD-40, because if it gets past the seals, it will knacker it. I have experienced that. So I'm going to go and fit this, but I just thought I'd show you the quality of German spares. You know, I haven't had anything British that comes close to that, let's put it that way. I think either Germans look after the bikes better, or their breakers clean the parts up. Who knows? Perfect. But you do have to ask yourself, what kind of effing numpty puts bars on that requires tape to grip the fucking... Oh, it annoys the shit out of me, it really does. Lovely. So, that's a little step closer. I say I've got to get a rear brake hose. The belly pan's coming today, but it's going to be very, very windy and apparently very wet. It's given snow for Thursday, so we'll just see how far we get. Oh yeah, I've had to put some stickerage. I've got to take the paper off because I can't read those clocks very well. I don't know whether there's a bulb gone in there. Nice. Oh yes. What a wonderful piece of merchandise. Available from the spring link in the description. Today's beverage of choice? A blackcurrant lemsip. Can you call it a lemsip if it's blackcurrant? Well, they do. Anyway, yes. Just trying to ward off another little winter cold in my beautiful mug. I would like to say delicious. I'd be lying. Anyway, parcel's come in. I know what it is. Can you guess? Is it? Oh, I don't know. Is it a seat cover for my Lamborghini? No. Is it a real feel silicon bottom? No. Right. Well, we better open it and have a look then, hadn't we? Let me put you on top of the aqua jiggler. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Tilt you down a little bit. Yes. Flips the knife open slightly off camera just in case he cuts himself. I'm not allowed sharp objects. Or it shouldn't. Well, let's rephrase that. I shouldn't be allowed sharp objects, and this is extremely sharp. There we go. That's the receipt. There's the address. James, get on with it. Just open the thing. Lovely. And remember, kids, when using knives, cut towards your buddy, not your body. Ooh, yes. Lovely knife. I got it, I do believe, from Sheffield Knives, who still make the original commando dagger. It is legal because it's spring assist, not a flick knife, and the blade is short enough to be legal. It is exceptionally sharp, but handy for any toolbox. It sometimes does a better job than the old Swiss Army. Right, what have we got? Ooh. So, have you guessed what it is? It's something that I ordered for the Aprilia. Beverage. Have you guessed? That's right. It's a belly pan. Let's just move this box. It's the belly pan for the Aprilia. I don't know what was supposed to bolt there. I've no idea. I don't even know which way round it goes. I presume it's the way the writing is, so that would make way for a coolant pipe. So that would be frontage. Oh, it's even got an adequate amount of Jimmy stainage. We like. I wonder what that's for then. Who knows? The one thing it is missing, and I have noticed it on some of the parts microfiches, not all models, but as well as the pan of bellyage, I think some of them also had a little bit of acoustic matting. But the good idea about this is it will protect the reservoir tank. So that's what's come. Flatulence! Let's get busy and fit the bastard. I've got some nice bollocks, shiny. Got some nice bollocks. Yeah, I've always liked them. My little baby bollocks. I've got some nice shiny bolts, which I think might be all right. You fucking bastard won't go through. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will with a little bit of aggravation. Anyway, I'll get to sorting that out. I've just had to cut down a bolt because the clearance on one side of the expansion tank is it's not as good as the rest. I can use full length bolts for the rest, but for just this one bolt I've got to I had to cut about 6mm off, and I'm just tidying the end up because if not it's it runs the risk of not going on square. So I've just got to take a little bit off. I think there's a bit more work to do. Not bad, not bad. Might get away with that. Oh, give it another little tickle. It's very satisfying making your own shit. Nice. Turn off your bugger. What's wrong with this bloody button? Merchandise, selfless plug for a container of beverage. I think this is, because this is pretty much decent condition for a British breaker spare, I'm going to give them a little plug. This is where I got it from. They're on eBay. And you just look for NS bikes on eBay, basically, or if they do have another eBay name, I will bleep bloop bleep it down there. Shameless plug for a beverage holder. Isn't it funny how I'm amused by the simplest of things? A hearty breakfast, a ride out with friends, boobies. So yeah, all in all, with the VAT and the delivery was something like £5. Let me just check. I paid £37 for that, all inclusive. That's the VAT, the delivery and all that lot, which I didn't think was that bad. There is evidence of a slightly shitty rattle can paint job, which suits me absolutely cock on. Oh yes, I will never ever be a builder of a show winning bike. You know, as long as they work, I'm happy. I'm not really bothered what they look like. I'm no Craig Jones at the end of the day, and having watched that man work, I am still flabbergasted with what he can do with metal that I can't even do with a piece of paper. So, you know, thoroughly decent chap to boot as well. He is exactly as you see him on YouTube, and I'm not. Oh, by the way, that's a little plug. But no, not that. A little plug. I intend to be doing the Shed Industry and Supply at Weedon. If you haven't been there yet, I highly recommend it. I think they're still on winter opening hours though, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the moment. But they've just started doing a little breakfast and stuff like that. Highly recommended. Great place to chill. And if you like stickerage, they have loads. I intend to be at Rustival, Hubnuts Rustival this year. I'm not going as an exhibitor or anything like that. A couple of my friends are. But I do intend to go. So if you attend there, I will be wearing possibly my brand new white Shoestring Shed hoodie. Come and accost me, and I will verbally abuse you. No, I won't. I'll be nice. Probably. Belly pan fitted. So all I'm waiting for now is rear brake hose. Nice.